on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
First thing I thought is somebody was watching Moana, the little coconut dudes.
That would be awesome.
I thought this was a KO. and I shouldn't say a KO. He had like a 6-year-old torso and Shaquille O'Neal legs.
Yeah, so. And this does help that. He still looks a little lanky. Yeah, and then I didn't talk about the alt mode. I think that looks really neat too.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot of paint and it has a lot of personality.
You got me though, because when you said alternatives and alternity, like I liked those because they were the real vehicles.
But I still really like how this looks. And you can see the arm flaps here.
Wait a minute.
They're showing off. He could throw it back. I think you need it just because of that. You don't got a Prime that could do that, Bobby.
I'm not impressed, and I hate to say it.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And we got a lot of interesting news to go over today, and I want to know what Bobby has to say about some of these things. So stay tuned for that. And before we get into that, we want to give a big shout out to the Chosen Prime. Thank you for sponsoring our channel. And go ahead and check out all of the stuff. You probably have 3 packages on the way to you, just like Bobby. So stay tuned for what he has to show off. And why don't we talk about members? Thank you so much for joining us on our live. It was fun for the members only. I did want to give a shout out to our newest Seekers, Double Aura, and Transformers 4866, as well as our newest mini bot, Lightspeed Zero, which is probably one of Bobby's favorite, just because he's part of Computron. Thank you so much for joining the family. And if you're a subscriber, we really appreciate you too. You're the reason why we keep doing this. Hauls will be tomorrow or today, depending on when you watch this, Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's very late, and I am tired. So stay tuned for that. Bobby has a lot of stuff to show off. I have a decent amount. So
you have a lot to show off.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, okay. So stay tuned for that. And I want to give a shout out to Big Bot Bodega. Our thoughts are with you. All right, well, are you ready to get into the news? So there's not much preamble, just one thing before we get into Just Announced.
Yeah, let's do it.
And that is another guest for TFCon. Bob Joels is going to be there. So now all they need is Sideburn, and that's pretty cool to complete the Carbots trilogy. And isn't the Prime also David K?
Maybe. I'm totally lost on these voice actors.
I don't know none of them. No, it's Neil Kaplan. Okay, maybe he could come back and then you could have Optimus there too. If it's your favorite one, that's awesome. I love the toys. I love the designs. The show I remember being fun, but that was 26 years ago that I was watching it. 26 years ago. So, yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, I think these kind of brought me in, or kind of kept me hanging on to being a Transformers collector back at that time, and yeah. So I don't remember the voices, but Bob, we share the same first name.
All right, Bob, let's get into Just Announced. Well, Bob, why don't we get into Just Announced? Now, I want to know your real thoughts with this next one. I know you have been kind of playing both sides, saying, oh, it's fine if you like it. So I want to know what you think about Liege Maximo. He's trying so hard.
Okay. You asked. When I first saw the alt mode, I was actually taking my dog outside. And my dog was straining a little bit, and he or she popped out
a Liege Maximo.
Yeah, and had a red tip on it too. Just saying she was struggling to get it out. So that's the first thing you said. Be honest. So that's the first thing I thought when I saw this. Looking at the bot mode, first thing I thought is somebody was watching Moana, the little coconut dudes. That
would be awesome as a repaint
and stuff like that. That's what I saw in the face.
Oh my god! Take off those big horns on its back, paint it brown. That'd be perfect.
That's all I kept seeing. I have no idea anything about this character or whatever. Is it like supposed to be what started the Insecticons or something like that? Like,
no, he's like I think he's like a double crosser from what I was reading. I'm going to get into it in the next slide. So, but why don't you? So let's just get into it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
The bot mode was interesting.
My first thought was that the alt mode looked like an avocado with some growths coming out of it. It has a cockpit, I guess. That's the little red part in the front. I don't know. The bot mode, I was like, that doesn't look like Liege Maximo, and that's because I see him as this guy sitting on the throne, and he has horns. He doesn't have a collar. Even the aligned continuity, like, you know, that's where the Prime of Prime comes from, that was all armored up, you know, has horns. Not coming out of his behind his neck. And I don't know what's going on with this. They took some really big liberties with that head, and I just don't like it. I kind of like how he looks in the comics. He's not supposed to transform. He's like a god type of thing, and I think that's kind of cool. I was interested to see how they were going to translate that into a toy. And I think the rest of him is fine. I kind of wish the green was more of that bluish tint that I see in the comic, but again, maybe they're going off of the other version of him. But I don't like what they did with the head. He should have horns.
You said be honest. Pick it up if you like it.
Well, of course. If you want to, these are the last primes. I forgot to mention that as well. These are the last two. We're going to talk about the next one in the next slide. If you're collecting it, go pick it up.
Yeah,
go get it. I don't think this is going to be a bad figure. It's just, I would have wanted it. I don't know how they would have done it to look more like the G2 comic art, because that's what I like. I think it looks weird. It looks imposing. He looks like he's just going to destroy everything. And this little guy looks like one of his servants. You know?
I guess this is what's hard for me with the translation from comics. Being that I didn't read the comics, I don't, until this Energon, I never read the comics. So this to me looks like it doesn't say Transformers to me.
Well, because he's supposed to be older than the Transformer, so he doesn't look like a Transformer.
I get it, but I don't get it. I get it, meaning that's what it's supposed to be. I don't get it because I didn't read comics and I didn't know about characters that were like this, like
the comic only characters.
Yeah. Yes, like anything that was a Transformer transformed, or it wasn't a Transformer, or whatever. And then even the craziest thing that they went against was Unicron, and he transformed. From me watching the cartoon, that's so seeing these characters, and this looks like something that would be in
X-Men.
Like an alien on X-Men, or like,
and that's kind of what they were doing to get people to read the comics.
Okay, so
because you have to remember, this was what, the early 90s, late 80s, so Transformers was falling out of favor at that time.
Okay, that makes perfect sense then. But yeah, so like I said, I get it, but I don't get it. So yeah, it's fine, I guess. I don't plan on picking it up. The avocado was definitely the nicer way to say it, but I swear, literally, I was walking my dog, and I sent the picture to you. I was literally outside, and my dog just handled her business, and I just started laughing, and you sent a reply back of not saying anything, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to either. This is what I saw.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a bad figure. It is definitely not a figure for my collection.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would want a Liege Maximo for my collection. He's not that big of a character for me. But I would want the head to have the horns. Sorry.
Well, he has some horns behind his head.
To me, it's a collar. It looks like a collar. And maybe that's... What?
I mean, I think it looks strong. I think this would be perfect for your collection in terms of what, something new, something different, something strange and weird, and the colors.
Saying that, but this is like not that. I don't know what about it. This doesn't look good to me. It just
they look good on the horns, on the big horns. I think those look good.
They did, yes.
I just really good,
but he doesn't have those in any of the artwork.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing. But let's move on to the next one, which is Nexus Prime, which is a Voyager. Supposedly, this will combine with the combiners. People are saying it's a frame, like it's a frame, and it combines with the other ones, which he should, because he's like the first combiner. I might get this because of the BotCon backstory to it. I think that's really cool. I don't have an original Nexus Prime. I think they shouldn't have done that stupid Star Optimus, and they should have made Nexus Prime the big one that combines. That would have made sense. Let's make the combiner the big one and not make them not combined. But whatever. I do think this looks nice, though. The alt mode is whack. It looks like a boomerang. But I really do like the bot mode, and it would be a good representation of a figure I don't have. But I just remembered what price these are going for, and I probably won't pick it up now. Maybe on sale. On sale, I would be interested.
To be honest, I thought this was a KO. and I shouldn't say a KO. I thought this was some company that is just putting out something that's a Transformer thing. This looks like the alt mode looks like what we were getting with Pretenders, and why I hated Pretenders is like it has a cockpit and then whatever hell is on the back. We're gonna clip some wings on it and everything folds up behind it, and we're gonna call it a jet, or we're gonna call it or whatever. This, like, even to say this is Cybertronian or whatever, no, like it looks like it's a tape.
I was just about to say that. I just noticed that if you flip the wings in and flip the cockpit in, that'd be a kind of cool tape.
The bot looks fine. It doesn't say anything to me. Again, I don't know who Nexus Prime is. You mentioned the BotCon thing, which is cool. I just went to my first BotCon last year. Shout out to
BotCon.
Yeah,
so, you can't compare them.
So I don't know. I don't have any of the connections like you do to that. Yeah, I'm skipping out on this as well.
The thing with it, not that I would want Hasbro to do this, but it was also transparent plastic, blue and red transparent plastic, which looked really cool. I wouldn't trust Hasbro to do it on a figure, but it does kind of take it down a few points because it doesn't look like that. Yeah, I'm interested at a sale, just to have, a representation of him.
Yeah. This, to me, this is equivalent, and no offense at all to anyone who's been wanting this and waiting on this. This is equivalent to the company that's making that Prowl. Not Prowl. The Toyota.
Yeah. We'll be talking about the Mercedes one. But yeah.
It looks like it's those to me.
I think it looks a little bit better than those.
I think the alt modes look better on that. And
the alt mode is whack on this.
And the bot mode might look better on this.
Yeah, because people say that they gimped the alt mode so it could fit into the combiners. So maybe that might be why. all in all, I think these last two primes, they saved them for last for a reason. I saw somebody online saying that they want to apologize to Vector Prime for saying that they are going to be the ugliest Prime after seeing these two. So it is what it is. I think this one's better than Liege Maximo by a long shot. And, you know, when Target has their 50% off sale, I'll pick this up, you know, because this looks like a deluxe. I don't know why it's a Voyager. Maybe it has size on it. I don't know.
Pick it up if you want it.
Yeah. As always, have fun collecting all the primes, and Bobby's halfway there. So go ahead and get them all.
No, I'm not.
Next up,
6. There's 6.5 is half.
Star Convoy don't count. You're halfway there. Kuji Koli Lottery has a new G1 merchandise. And you can get a lottery ticket for about $5 US. And you can get a cushion cover, which is the top prize. An acrylic stand set, which is the Predaking, or you could get Metroplex or Triptychon. You have 8% chance for that, 2% for the cushion cover. More stands and charms and badges. And then if you get 5 tickets, you get a random sticker.
So I just want to buy what I want to buy. I would buy that picture,
the Predaking stand, the acrylic stand.
I'd possibly buy that. I don't want any of the other stuff. I mean, the jazz keychain is kind of cute, but I don't need it. Don't really want it. Like, I just want to be able to say I don't want a lottery. I just want to buy what I want to buy, or give me the option for the lottery. I get it. They can make more money probably with this, but I'm good. It makes me not want to contribute anything.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I wouldn't do it just because I, like you want what I want. Yeah. I will pay more to get what I want instead of just doing $5. You only have 8% chance to get that Predaking. Well, that's 8% chance to get one of the 3.
Yeah, no. They have 0 chance of getting any of my money.
Exactly.
How you like those percentages?
I've got to say, if I was there, I'd put down $5. Just give me one thing, and then that's it. But, you know, just for the fun of it, since you're already there, you know. But I don't think the top prize should be a pillow cover.
What size pillow are we talking about? I got a king size bed, you know, and on top of that, I do not want to hear my lady's mouth about me putting this pillowcase on my bed.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. But either which way, let's move on to your favorite line, Transformers Swapticons. We've got Wave 4, which is Double Punch and Scorponok, Ironhide and Ratchet, and Rhinox and Backstop. It is cool to see some Cybertron homage with Backstop. That's kind of cool. I kind of like the colors of the Double Punch and Scorponok. That's kind of crazy looking. It's kind of cute. Ironhide and Ratchet look like the same character with a little bit more red on it. Go pick them up if you want them. These are not my cup of energon.
Exactly.
I see tons of these on the shelves. I actually saw the Nemesis Prime and Clench, and I was like, "Yeah, no, you're just gonna stay on the shelf."
They're starting to get worse to me, and it could be, again, it's probably the G1er in me, but yeah, they're just they don't fit what I want. But little Bobby wouldn't have grabbed these. So they just don't have. They're just not appealing to me.
Yeah, I agree. But if they're appealing to you, go pick them up.
Yeah.
Void Rivals has preview of issue number 27, which is part 3 of the Quintesson War, and go pick it up if you want it.
Chris, I'm coming to see you tomorrow. Yeah, man, I'm behind, so I have to catch up. I started to catch up on the Transformers, which is getting really good again. Well, staying really good, I should say. And I have to catch up on Void Rivals. I'm probably three issues behind on Void Rivals. So yeah, maybe I'll do that before the hauls tomorrow.
There you go. Go ahead and do that so you could add them to your haul. This is going to be an issue for you because I think you're going to get Computron. You got Yolopark doing some combiners, and they're doing Computron and Defensor. I had to look it up. Computron has the wrong arms on from most of his other appearances. I know there's Scramble City, but I was like, something looks off. And that's at least what I saw online. But these look really good, and I think you need to go ahead and pick them up. Well, at least the Computron.
Damn. Two things. One, when I saw this, I was like, I'm going to get this. Two, I have to see it in color, I have to see the size, and I have to see the price. I would be inclined to pay more because of the character. It can't be ridiculously more if it's a small figure.
I think it's about 7 inches from what I see.
Yeah, I have to see how that's going to work out, because I have three Yolopark figures. 2 I haven't taken out the box yet. I have the Prime, which was supposed to be a limited edition, so I bought that. This has to be bigger than that.
I think it's the same size.
Yeah, that's gonna throw me off. So
it's a different one for your collection. These look fine regardless. Pick them up if you want them.
Yeah, I gotta see how they work.
I think they're meant to scale with these guys, kind of. And you've got Jazz and Soundwave. I put the picture with the rest of them just because I didn't know which ones these were supposed to go with. So I love the box. I think the boxes are very cool. And now you can add 2 more to your list. It is kind of weird that the spoiler's coming over Jazz's shoulder.
Yes. I didn't know who it was at first.
I've never seen that before.
Unless
something else.
Unless it's just like the back of the car.
Yeah. It could be.
And it just looks like a spoiler because it's great. It could be exactly. Like windshield. Yeah. And just the way the windshield breaks apart. But yeah,
it definitely looks like a spoiler here. Though.
I thought it was a spoiler at first too, but now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, I can kind of see some
stuff in between. Details. Oh yeah, like if you look at where Bumblebee is, you can't see Bumblebee through it. Yeah. Either which way, if you're in on these, go pick them up. Yeah.
Agreed.
You have to go ahead and get them to go with Computron.
No.
Next up, we have a poster from Hasbro China with Brawl. This is the laziest poster yet. It doesn't even have artwork. It's just the figure. So, not much to say.
I mean, it looks like the pin is in his leg and everything else is complete.
It's not falling off.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Loyal Subjects Mask Wave 2 was shown off at the Nuremberg Toy Fair, I believe. You could see him at the bottom. I wouldn't trust it.
So actually, as I understand it, that is the retro Wave 2 that they have there. This is from reading the comments. I'm not there, so I can't verify or deny. I saw that it said somewhere that these were the retro
original ones.
Yeah, that they had there as kind of like placeholders showing what was coming next. Again, I could totally be wrong. I'm not there because I was trying to look at the mask on. So the orange Jeep Gator. I think the driver's name is Dusty, and I'm trying to see if that looks like a blue effect on his mask or not. And then the blue car in the back is called Hurricane, and I can't see if there's anything there. But that's what some of the comments said. Again, I don't know if it was people that are disappointed in the Loyal Subjects and they were kind of trolling them for doing that, or if this is really their wave 2 that's there.
Well, they might have had to use the old ones because the gimmicks didn't work on the ones that they produced. A lot of the comments said they were still waiting on. People were still waiting to get Wave 1 on it. A lot of the comments said, "Are you going to address the QC issues?" So,
the part that made me laugh, I didn't post. I didn't make a comment or anything. Like, they deleted my last comment. Which
I wonder how many comments they deleted.
Right, and I actually did the comment while we were recording, so that's how I know it wasn't there.
And it was very nice too. So
I invited them on the show, but I found that the only comments that they responded to were only ones that were giving them praise, and I find that wrong. For one, I know that we respond to every comment that we get, whether good, bad, whatever. You can't, or if it was something like, I'm still waiting on mine, then it was, oh, I'm sorry, we're working on that or whatever.
I will say, I saw on another thread, because I was just like, let me just read some of the comments. They were responding to people that said, are you going to be responding to the QC? And they said, yes, we are sorry for the inconvenience. We'll send it to our internal team.
Yes.
And that was it. And everyone had the same phrasing. They might have had a word here or two different. I don't remember. I wasn't checking that much. So, yeah. And then those are the ones that weren't probably too critical, because the ones that are too critical, they just deleted.
Or they were just there and they haven't got to them yet.
Or they're not going to get to them. Yeah, exactly.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So I wouldn't go in on this. They should, when they told everybody to pick up an X-Acto knife, that tells you everything you need to know about this company.
When they said we don't know what QC issues are, which, okay, if we don't know what QC issues are, we do know about what problems are. And if we're calling it a problem, give us a definition for the problem that you plan to fix. But I've ranted on about that. I've got off that soapbox.
Call a spade. We're going to keep moving on, and we're going to look at a 3D printed David from Daniel, yes, from Alphac 3, or Alpha C3, as you like to say. It looks really good.
So I told him that he's causing problems in my family because I tried to virtually smack my mom and my pops for not giving me talent to do these types of things.
It just takes practice.
Yeah, well, so the way he spit these out so fast, and it could have been something he's been working on, but every day it was like something else, and I'm like, damn it, man.
Just take some time and do it.
Time is so valuable. Like, I don't sleep because there's not enough time. So I would love to have more time to do stuff like this. It looks really good. Yeah. The suit, the suit and everything looks really, really good. The head sculpt is like, I can see Daniel, but it's like a age difference from, he's like a little bit older. He looks a little bit older in the face than what I remember from the G1 cartoon. But the outfit and everything looks amazing.
I think it looks too good to be next to those MP figures behind him. It looks better than them. It makes them look like toys. You know what I mean? Like, with the creases and the folds and stuff, it looks like a little mini super statue. And the RC, I don't know which RC that is, just looks so lame compared to him.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's Fanstoys, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Either which way, this looks great. Go pick it up, Bobby.
I'm trying to look at. I can't remember which one had the neck like that. Don't get me lying. I don't remember. It's one of those two.
Next up, we have the IDW Rodimus upgrade set, a 3D printed set for the Titans Returns Rodimus, which I actually liked. I remember really liking that mold, and it does do a good job transforming it. So if this is what you want, go pick it up. I would get the MMC one personally, or the other one that came out. I don't remember what company that was, but this is a good alternative if you have a spare Rodimus lying around.
I agree. For the life, I'm trying to remember what that Rodimus looked like.
I remember it being really fun, but I'm not a Rodimus or Hot Rod, whatever you want to call them, fan. So I was like, oh, this is kind of a cool toy. But I know people were really disappointed in it that wanted a proper Hot Rod.
That might have been me. Because I definitely don't remember this at all.
Yeah.
It's in there, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, looks good.
It does.
This is another one for you to buy. Collector's Craft showed off Sunstorm. This looks fantastic. On that stand with the purple con symbol. Yeah, this looks really good. Love the shade of purple, the shade of yellow they used.
Yeah. Damn, man. Yeah, another great looking print. Because of time, like I still need to do some stuff. Like my background, like everything back here is still a mess. I cleaned up and then it just got messy all over again. And so sometime before and after the haul, I'll be trying to straighten up this room because I need to find out what space I have and don't have.
Now, well, prints. Buy them and figure it out later. Next up, Robolukas showed off the eyes, which we already looked at once before, but he also showed off the oversized decals that he talked about on our interview with him. So go check that out if you haven't watched it already. And they look really good. So pick them up if you want them.
Yeah, so I'm so disappointed. The mail system has lost my package that I got from him. So of course, so I had a pretty large order from him and it got lost. It's been in Atlanta since December 28th. Let's say that. So, and all they do is every day there's an update that says it's moving through the process, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I touched base with him and, he's sending me some stuff that is new that he's working on. I'm really excited about. I did place a pretty nice size order with him. I did receive one of the smaller packages from him with some DX9 Prowl stickers. So I'll be trying those out and kind of showing off what came so far from him tomorrow on the hauls.
Awesome. Well, I'll be interested in that. I will say that these red eye stickers really make them look a lot more alive.
Definitely.
Next up, we have a lot of pictures of this, so we're going to go through them kind of fast, but we have the Omega Commander upgrade set, which for DNA is the HasLab Omega Prime. This is everything you get. Here are these two. I'm assuming it comes with a new piece that doesn't break. No, I don't mean that as Jade. It's just that's what it is, and Hasbro fixed it though.
It's shade.
Hasbro fixed it. That's why it's not, they did what they you don't need this. But, it looks nice.
Yeah, neither one of us went in on this because we have the original and I think it does what it's supposed to do. I didn't really like this. So the figures, the character. So it was an easier pass for me. I like that they're adding more stuff to it, which is cool. I know some people feel like this is a necessity for them. So I'm glad that they're able to make that a reality for people who did pick this up.
Yep. Here's Magnus. Makes him taller. It looks like it just increases his torso.
Which I think that was one of the things I always didn't like about this set, or the original in particular, was his legs were so long and his torso was, he had like a 6-year-old torso and Shaquille O'Neal legs.
Yeah, so. And this does help that. He still looks a little lanky, but it does fix the big gap, which I know you didn't like. So yeah. That's kind of cool. And there's the alt mode. It looks kind of unaffected, but maybe there's something new on there I don't see.
Yeah, I like how everything plugs in and, you know, gives it the cover more on the ramps, you know. Yeah, so it does a good job.
And here is the big set. You could put everything on him, which is kind of cool. I do like that you could put the feet on him. I don't know if the original could do that or not. I think that's kind of cool. I like that he can hold the fire
ladder.
Thank you. As like a cannon. At least that's what I see it as. But other than that, it looks a little busy.
It's a lot. It's not a little busy. It's a lot of busy. And I think what makes it look so busy is all the colors. It's like red, blue, white, blue, white, red, white, blue, white,
orange. From the shield.
Yeah. You know, it's just like there's as soon as you start looking at one color, here comes another one, and then once you start getting that, here comes another. It's just like,
and that might be different if you see him in person where it's big, you know. But yeah, I like the original one. I like how sleek it looks better personally. I don't like all the stuff around the waist, like the red pieces and stuff. But
I think I like. If it was a little bit more uniform, I think I would have liked the bigger version, because then parts wouldn't stand out so much. I think the red stands out because there's like not really any red there, and then it's like, hello, here I am, red. you know. But I think it looks pretty good for what it is. Still not my favorite.
And then here's some of the things you could do. I do like that he has posable hands in the combined mode. I wish the Prime had it, because that was one of my big complaints, was that this figure is updated. Give it, you know, articulated fingers with the price you're asking. But, you know, at least DNA or Hasbro, whatever you want to call them, did it.
Yeah, DK stands for don't know who did this, Hasbro.
And it can interact with, obviously, the sword that it comes with, or DNA's new sword.
Yeah, that's a humongous sword. Yeah, so it looks like a very good kit.
Yeah. Next up, we have Good Smile Company's Land Bison. So this is Brave, technically not Transformers, but I thought, why the heck not? Even though I didn't think we'd be going this long. So we're just going to talk about it. I think this looks really cool. This is something I don't know anything about, but I did look it up. It's about $334 though, so I'm good. It's a high-end figure, but I do like it. Like, I think this would be a really cool little set of Autobots. As somebody who knows nothing about Brave.
I know nothing about Brave. I'm not gonna know anything about Brave for that. I mean, because they don't look like large figures. And it doesn't look like it's a complicated transformation. So those two things, it's.
Now I think a lot of those are very high quality, like 3 steps up for masterpiece. Like if it's what I'm thinking of, and you should see some of these things. They're all die cast. They have paint all over them. They're huge. They're like premium robot figures, which is, I think, what these are, but I still don't need them.
These are what you're describing as?
Yes, yeah. I think if it's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
I mean, that might make a difference. Wow. Okay.
And they combine, obviously, and I really like this combined mode. I think this looks cool. I like the gun that they have.
Detail in that gun.
It's kind of weird because that has so much detail, but then the figure doesn't. But I like the shoulder cannons. I like the shoulder drills. I think this is really cool. If this was more reasonable, I would be interested because it's something different.
I'm okay with 3 digits as long as the first digit starts with a 1.
Oh yeah. And again, we know nothing about this figure. This
Very
could
true.
be worth all that money. You know, it's just like when they did those I don't know if we talked about them on the show, the utility trucks that split in half and combine. Those were so expensive, but they were so cool.
There's a red one and a blue one, right?
Yeah, and then there's a yellow one and a green one, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
They look so nice. I always wanted a Gal Gaigar, but those prices are just like, it's like $400, you know, for those things. And they look fantastic. And like I said, they're a step above Masterpiece with their quality and engineering. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to see it because, yeah, it didn't look like it was too much to it, but this looks good. I can't flip that bill.
Yeah, no, me neither. Well, stay tuned. We're going to get into updates right after this. Let's move into the updates, and we have your most anticipated Hasbro figure of 2026. What else are you anticipating?
I was anticipating Sure Shot.
Yeah, but that came out in 2025, so that doesn't count.
I didn't get it in 2025. I got it in 2026.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I think this thing looks really nice. I don't think it's worth $30, but on sale, I could see myself picking this up. It looks. I know nothing about this character in Prime. I stopped watching Prime at that point. I think I stopped watching Prime after like season 1, and Arachnid wasn't in it that much. I think this looks really cool. This could be a random Autobot number 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would fit in a collection. I love the hand gimmick. I think that is so cool. That's very evocative of Prime 2. Yeah, I think they did a great job on this, and I want to see a sale.
So he doesn't have a hand on the right.
No, he does. You can see it. It's in his forearm. At the top of his hand, he like flips in.
Okay.
You can see like the fingers because they're kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay. My eyes must be playing tricks on me because I don't see fingers on his right hand.
Yeah, you can see him right deep in there.
Oh, okay. I might get this though. This might be one of the Hasbro figures I pick up this year. I'm gonna try to get to 10.
I'm not a crazy man like you. I will say it does look solid too. Like the sides, I'm surprised that looks so solid.
The legs,
the legs, and even the biceps. I don't even see any waffling in the biceps. So, you know,
well, he doesn't have much of a bicep.
But still, I've seen figures with less bicep have more waffling.
Looks like he has a little skeleton. Looks like he needs some flip. The legs look kind of Combiner War-ish with the way it looks like they open and collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks good. I like the alt mode. I like the bot mode. I like the design of it. So yeah, I will probably get this.
Yeah, and then I didn't talk about the alt mode. I think that looks really neat too.
Yeah,
I think it has a lot of paint and it has a lot of personality. The wheels look good. I wish the rims were painted just to give it a little bit of definition from the tire, but I shouldn't be expecting that from Hasbro.
I'm actually okay with that because a lot of people do the dark rims, so I'm definitely okay with that. Hell,
gray though.
Yeah, on my little car I have gray rims.
I just think it looks a little unfinished with the gray tires.
Now the tires could be black.
Yeah, if the tires were exactly, that's fine. I just want a little bit of, But again, that is a nitpick. I think they did great on this figure.
Yeah, I love the headlights and the fog lights on there. Yeah, this looks good. Painted. I'm grabbing this.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be grabbing these? We have the Overgear, which I guess is supposed to be a successor to Alternity and Alternators, because every figure is based on a real vehicle and they're expanding it out into more than just cars. That's what I've heard online or was reading. But the pre-orders will begin February 13th, so very soon. And I am interested to see the price on these. They're scheduled for release in October, so you have a lot of time to think about it. And this is, I'm going to read the blurb that Takara posted. They said, a new series of Transformers based on the concept of real mecha has been released, starting with the Transforming robot characters, Transformers. So it sounds like maybe it's not just going to be just Transformers.
Okay.
Maybe they'll have like Zoids and stuff. It features a realistic vehicle form that resembles a real-world vehicle, as well as a robotic form that is crafted with exquisite detail. We strive for design from the perspective of fighting weapons and offer a wide range of customization options with a wide range of weapon parts and joints for a wide range of play. Can you tell it was translated somewhere? In addition to releasing colored samples, T-Spark Live, which will be soon, will announce further new information. So, I really like how Ironhide looks. I think Ironhide looks so good. I love the knife, like, on his chest. I love the weapons he has, how it looks like he transforms kind of interestingly. I'm very interested in him. I really do not like Blackout.
So, initially, I'm with you. I don't really like the way Blackout looks as well. You got me though, because when you said alternatives and alternity, like, I liked those because they were the real vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, 3 of them were my play card. So I definitely love that aspect about it. They don't look great in bot mode. Some of them look good.
Oh, not these figures.
Yes,
the alternators. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Alternative. Yeah. So,
yeah, it was really a bot by bot basis.
Yes, yes. You know,
and even the ones that were good, it was like good for 2000.
Exactly. So, but with that in mind, initially I was like, oh, these look bad, but I forgot how good the alt modes are, and I was like, okay, connecting it back to then, you might have me, but these can't be outrageously priced.
That's my thing. I want the Ironhide, but I need to see the price. You know, it's Takara has been pricing their things so crazy.
That's good.
That if it's $150, I'm good. I don't like Ironhide like that. Maybe if you do a black repaint, because I just think that would look a little cooler. It could be a new unique character. I might be down, but I have to see the price, and I need to see the size.
Those are the two things that. And I hate to be a dead horse.
It could be 5 inches tall. We don't know. That's just, even if it was 5 inches tall and a reasonable price, I still probably wouldn't pick it up because it doesn't fit in my collection. This would need to be, 7 inches tall, hopefully, to fit with the masterpieces. Blackout's not happening. I do not like his legs, and I do not like the shoulders. It's just too much. Now, if they would transform to be on the back, like wings, maybe, or even just go up and kind of go be at an angle or something, I'd be more interested, but I don't like it. That's just, that one I'm going to skip.
Yeah. I mean, I have a shelf full of 2 shelves of alternators. Goodness. And so if these are that same size, I'd be good with that. I
think they're going to be smaller.
That would... that's
the thing. I would like Ironhide to be masterpiece car scale, like Sideswipe and all that. I know he should be bigger, but I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to be much bigger than that. Blackout should be much bigger. Let me look at them side by side, and maybe this is doctored, but I think Blackout would work with your military sets more than alternators. Because if it's a real-world helicopter, you could put it with the boats or the planes or whatever, and it would look pretty good. I just need size and price. And we should know by the middle of next month.
2 weeks.
And, yeah, exactly. And that'll tell us, yes, I'm super in, this is great, or they almost got me.
If they're the right size, $80?
Yeah, I'd even go a little bit more because I really like how this 120, 140.
Oh,
Because I don't have an Ironhide. I don't have one that I like. I don't like the minivan.
I get that. That's what with this one in particular, since it doesn't look like Ironhide to me. You can call it whatever you want.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the colors and the weapons and stuff, to me, that's Ironhide. You know,
Is it red?
I think it's going to be red.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, and he could go with the Jezzy group. You know, perfect. You know what I mean? But this blackout, I don't like this blackout.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm very interested.
80.
I will not, Takara, I will not buy it if it's more than $80. So you better make it $80 US.
Total.
Total.
Don't charge me $75 to ship it.
Yeah, no. So I do like these. I want to see more. Oh, I like one of them. And I would like the blackout. It's just, there's just too many design decisions that I don't like.
Yeah, those missiles on him look great though.
He looks good. If you like how he looks, go pick it up. Just not my cup of energy, John.
Yeah.
Whew. Next up, we have some Yolopark figures. We have Primal and Dinobot. I really dislike when they give Dinobot a pink sword. In the cartoon, they fought a lot at dusk or sunrise, and that's why I always thought his sword was pink, because it was reflecting the light. But I guess now his sword is just always pink. And I really dislike that.
I don't have much to say. Yeah. I'm good. I have my representation of both figures. Don't need any more.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the Yolopark. Next up, Skybound is having some reprintings. Go pick them up if you don't have them already.
Pick them up if you do have them. Help me. Help my help my shares. Yeah. So pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I remember that first episode or issue. I was like, oh wow, that person's gone.
Yeah. Next, let's talk about the MPG17 style Generations Optimus Prime. I love this thing where it flips down and you can see the Matrix in vehicle mode. I would never do it, but I just love the idea of it. I think it looks so neat.
It makes me think of, I've mentioned this on the show before, but like old school Cadillacs, like the rear bumper is like always falling off of the old school Cadillacs, and that's what it made me think of, is that like, the front bumper just fell off on this. It's a cool feature. It's something that I can't think of any other Prime, at least any Prime in my collection having. So it's a cool little feature.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, when I was a kid, with the spark crystals on the Transmetal 2s, there were the little crystals that said Autobot or Maximal or Predacon, and you flip them open.
Okay.
No, anyways, there were little crystals, and when I was, I'd be playing with my friends, and we'd say that like when they were about to die, their final thing would be like shooting a laser out of that to kill the other person, and that's what I see with this. So I have, it's giving me nostalgic memories, even though it wasn't this figure. I really like how this thing looks. It has an ab crunch. I think this thing is really, really cool. I just wish it wasn't so expensive, because this might have been the G1 style Prime for my collection. I just can't spend $200 on this. Did you watch the transformation video?
I did.
The transformation looks fun. It looks easy. It looks intuitive. I love that about it. It looks so nice. It does have the arm flaps, which we had a comment saying that they were from the G1 Prime. Let's be honest, this is just G1 Cartoon Prime, just a little bit more modernized compared to what you see right here. This isn't an MP-Gen. There's no movie stuff in here. They just gave it different weapons. That's my problem with them calling it this. If it was a long-nosed cab that turned into something that looked like this, fine. If it was something different, but this is just a G1 MP10 style Prime that they just gave random weapons. but I still really like how this looks. And you can see the arm flaps here.
Wait a minute.
They're showing off. He could throw it back. I think you need it just because of that. You don't got a Prime that can do that, Bobby.
I'm not going to have a Prime that can do that.
Yeah, but if you do look like at the waist joint, I do see another joint for an ab crunch that looks pretty deep. So I'm happy with that. And like I said, this might be something that I would have picked up, but it's too pricey. It priced me out.
Okay, let me just stop looking over here. Let me just do that. I saw the transformation and I was shocked. First off, because like I saw the video was only like 3 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah, and for you, I did it 3 times speed.
Yeah, so it was like they transformed the legs. I was like, that's it. That was pretty fast, and it looks good. So not only was it that it, but it looks good. What bothered me was we've complained about the flaps. The I can't even call it a flap because it doesn't flap. the piece of plastic that hangs off the back of the arm. If that's supposed to be, and we've seen it in the comments, reminiscent of the G1, fine. The G1 didn't have a big circle hole in it. Or,
well, they also went all the way down to his elbow.
Yeah.
And that's what was throwing me off when he said that, in the comment said that. I was like, okay, I can see it, but it doesn't continue. I think if it continued, it would look a lot better, so it doesn't look like kibble just sticking off of it.
And then the purpose of it, like I was like, okay, maybe the legs plug into it or something like that. And when I saw the transformation, no. So it's almost like for you to store his weapons on or something like that. But then if you look, he's already storing the swords on his back. So it's like you're not even using that. So it just it kills me. It kills it for me. And I'm not going to pay that much for something that is a big eyesore to me. Like it, even before I knew the price, I didn't like that part about it, and that was throwing me off. And then when I saw the price, I was like, oh, they bumped their heads.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the thing is, this looks. I'm not buying a lot. There's not a lot coming out that I like. There
we go.
If this didn't have the flap, I would be more willing to pay the price that they were asking for, because it looks fantastic. I don't know the quality, obviously. I'm just talking about how it looks. I love the silver. It's so shiny. The body shape is perfect. This is pretty much how I would see a G1 Prime. I don't see it as the dad bod next to him. I see him as the superhero proportions. But those flaps make me not want to buy it at full price. Because at $200, it either needs to be a huge figure or it needs to be perfect. And this is neither.
Yeah,
Now again, we might go to TFCon and somebody might have it. Chosen Prime might have it. I hold it. If it's out by then in the States, who knows? And I get it, and I mess it with it in hand, and I'm like, that's sick, But all I could go off of is these pictures right now.
You know what? You're right, because I said the same thing about that. The Rodimus. And I said, no, I'm not getting it. And then I ended up picking it up. So you're absolutely right. And it was based off of talking to Brandon and then seeing it in hand. But yeah, I do plan on buying a lot this year. But there's certain things that I just am not putting on my list. So I don't have a pre-order in for it. There's things I really like. That pose is freaking terrible.
Well, I think they're just showing that it has, posability, and they're being a little funny, which is fine. Whatever. I'm
not trying to see Optimus Prime toot that booty up.
There are people out there that do. So just because you don't want to see it doesn't mean that this figure won't be put in a dress eventually.
For everybody that was in Chicago.
Moving on, you've got a comparison between 86 movie Hot Rod and the original one from Aaron Geese on YouTube, which you could go ahead and watch the comparison. I prefer him red so I like the original release, but I didn't realize how glaring that yellow was on the top. It looks so much better in the new one, but I still like the red, personally.
I didn't realize it either. That's, jeez, oh man.
At the time this figure came out, it was what, $25, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I like the magenta as well. It gives me the movie vibes. I think they did a great job with the translation. God, that yellow is terrible. I didn't realize. There's a lot of things you don't realize at the time, and
yeah, and it's also not in bot mode. And I don't know about you, but I'm not displaying this in alt mode just because I like the bot mode so much. If
I was going to pick this up, I would have this one in alt mode because it looks clean. I like the little robot as well.
Yeah, that doesn't come with them. But
I know it doesn't. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I give up. I can't remember which one he said, but that was kind of funny when they were fighting against each other.
Or probably says both of them, depending on which version of the movie you watch.
Yeah.
Next up, I don't know if these are new or old or out. We got Trumpeter and Hobby Boss at the Nuremberg Toy Fair showing off some stuff. So go pick it up if you want it.
Exactly. I want to be at a toy fair.
That would be fun, especially in Germany.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Sweet Orange's IDW Optimus Prime kit. I saw this on eBay. I don't think it was a pre-order, but maybe it's out. We already looked at this before. I think the bot mode looks superb. I think the alt mode does not translate as well.
It looks like the front of it, the grill and everything, it looks like something that goes on like a bus or something like that.
I can see it. Yeah, the grill's not tall enough.
Yeah, but
maybe it was like that in the comics. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, you have three of these IDW Prime, so you should know what the alt mode looks like.
I haven't. Besides me packing them up and putting them back out, I haven't really looked at these in a long time. Yeah,
but pick it up if you want it.
Definitely.
Here's your newest favorite figure. Now in black, which we already saw it in black, but there's some new images. I don't know if they're saying all that's diecast, or if those are the Porsche pieces. I don't know. I should have translated. I didn't think about it. Yeah, get it if you want it.
I like the way the alt modes look. When I saw the middle picture, I was like, wait a minute, does it come with two colors, and you can just take the I was like, oh, this is definitely bought.
Here, let's translate it.
I like the way this one doesn't look bad to me. In these pictures, it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, those are, it says metal high temperature baking point, so I believe those are the diecast parts. So I know that makes you happy.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what it's going to cost me to get it here.
Yeah, that might increase it to $50.
Yeah. My oldest daughter asked for a G-Wagon when she was 14, so I bought her some G-Wagon keys.
Next up, we have a Kai Studio Soulless Prime. So they're getting there.
They are getting there. You know, we're the microwave. We're in a microwave generation or society right now. We want everything now. So I'm just like, stop showing me these little breadcrumbs. Finish it and show it to me. Hurry up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna grab it though, but I think that these are really cool. I think they do wonders for these. It fills this character out already. We can see that because she was a very skinny character or figure.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I'll be interested to see more.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see more on this though. This is Great General Toys or Craftsman Toys. I don't know the difference. And it's Ultra Magnus weapons. So this is for that one Ultra Magnus that looks really cool. And comes with a tenderizer and a typical Magnus gun. This thing looks very, very neat. I want to see more. I want to see a price. I know their stuff is pretty reasonable for their Computron. If this is reasonable, I'll be interested. But if it's not, I'll wait for Delta Magnus.
Ouch. I might be getting this too.
You're going to get it. Don't even say you might be getting it.
Okay, you're right. I'm very curious about this one, and now I want a steak. It's supposed to snow here. I might have to go out and get a steak tomorrow before the weather gets bad.
Do it. We'll be right back with incoming and recently released.
Let's do it.
Let's get into incoming, and I'm assuming this next thing is incoming just because people have it in hand, and last time people had it in hand, it was like the next week that they were out, and that is Fanstoys Gotti. It's not in stock anywhere yet, but I have seen, people have it in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, last time people had them in hand, it was very shortly after that Scrapper or Scavenger got released. I don't remember which one it was. I'm going to say my piece with this. I still hate the feet. I see online a lot of other people say they hate the feet even though they're accurate. I do not like them. But if that's your thing, hey, do it. The backpack is crazy. I'll let you expand a little bit more on that. I think out of the 3G1 fig types, which is MMC, X-Transbots, and Fanstoys, Fanstoys is far behind the other ones.
This is disappointing. In this bot mode, the backpack looks like Scavenger's backpack. From like the first picture, it looks humongous. And granted, I like that they were able to collapse the crane. That's really cool. He is so skinny. Like the backpack is two of him.
Yeah. Oh, like how flat he is. Yeah.
Uh-huh. He's very thin, and like his backpack is humongous, and I can see they probably needed to have that left foot that way for stability. I have to agree with you that Fanstoys has not really given me the look in the bot mode that I've wanted to with any of their releases compared to the ones you mentioned. I think I saw the transformation of this. The videos are up, and it's not very hard. The legs are the most involved.
Makes sense.
And the way it goes from bot to alt mode is again pretty easy from what I saw, which is a good thing. And this is the first hook we've seen from any company besides Dreamstar and Mecha Invasion, which is the only one that's completed.
And we have seen renders of MMCs. I don't think we've seen it of X-Transbots yet, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not counting renders. I'm just saying like that's actually
the ones that have came out. Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, people have got this in hand. I have not had mine shipped yet, so whenever that gets here, fine. I'm not impressed, and I hate to say it.
I wanted to say some good things about this as I'm looking at it. I think the gun looks fantastic. No, that's a good thing because sometimes they don't. I think they did a good job on that, and I love how the wheels are the elbow. I think that is really cool too. Yeah, and the head sculpt looks good. I'm not trying. You're making it sound like I'm backhanding them. I'm being genuine. I think those are cool.
I'm laughing because I was thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
When you said I'm gonna say something nice about it, I was like, yeah, the gun, and then you said it. I just like, God.
I will say this is the best Fanstoys Ultimate that we've gotten so far.
Yeah,
I like the working. Well, I don't know if it's working, but I like the thread that's on there.
It does work.
I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think this looks much better than their other two attempts.
Yeah, and it's clean, yet it's very reminiscent of the G1 toy. I'll say that. It brings that to me, which doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. It just like the side, like you can see where his fist and his legs are.
I was just about to say that. I was gonna say I can tear it apart still. I was trying to be nice, but like that whole side for where you see the purple, like right underneath the crane thing, the purple, all the way to where there's a hole just going straight through it to the gray, looks bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's transformed correctly, but if you look at right below the crane part, those pieces look kind of like they're like this. Maybe you can make it straighter yourself. There's a big gap right above the wheels. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
So I was trying to be nice.
Oh,
I still think they're in last place for the G1 style. Now, if you like this better than Mecha Invasion, that's all. You can't compare the two in my eyes. They're doing different things. Mecha Invasion is what? 4 times cheaper than this? So, you can't compare it to me. You can't, like, I couldn't compare this or Mecha Invasions to Hasbro's. You know what I mean? But out of the 3 that are similarly priced, that are in the same range, not talking about quality, not talking about anything other than that, this is last place.
Yeah, and this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm going to throw myself out there. People are going to chime in and say, this looks the best. We don't know what we're talking about. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to say this. I have all of them. So I'm talking from what I'm experienced and from what I'm looking at. I'm not going to call myself ex-Transbot lover. I'm not going to call myself a Fans Toys hater or a fanboy, whatever. I just don't see this looking as good as the others. And
with you are a Fans Toys fanboy.
I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy. I like what they do, but
because that was your favorite when we first met. You were singing their praises and all this. So I would say that's probably your favorite company. So I think saying this from you, it means something.
Yeah.
And me, I have no skin in the game, so I will call a spade because I don't like. I'm not looking for a G1 style Devastator. So
yeah, right, yeah.
But this mode redeems it. If you're only going for a combined mode, this head sculpt looks great. I don't like the circle around it where you could change the faces. That's kind of an eyesore, but maybe it's the lighting, and if you take it out of the harsh lighting, it doesn't look as bad. I don't know. But I do think the face looks phenomenal. I think it cleans up. You don't see a lot. You're going to have the chest shield, so you're not going to see a lot of the mess in there. So,
ooh, you better not.
Ooh. Oh, if you do, we going in. Please show some of that. Let's have some fun. But yeah, from what I'm assuming is going to happen, this looks cool. It looks like it transforms a little uniquely. I didn't know there were transformations videos. How the wheels are facing forward instead of just cracking in half is kind of cool. So I am hopeful that this mode is going to be the best combined mode out of all of them. And with X-Transbot's reputation, and with how small MMC's is, I think this has a shot to be the winner of the G1 tune accurate Devastators.
Yeah, the way this worked, I was watching the video and I was half-assed awake, and it's been out for a while now. I was watching it, I was like, okay, yeah, so this is gonna flip around, and it only flipped halfway around. I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, it doesn't, on the toy, it usually
just snaps
out and it
snaps in half.
Yeah, and this one kind of comes at an angle. I was like, oh, that's kind of different. I was like, oh, I like that. Mm-hmm. And the head came out from underneath the crane. I was like, I like that as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so the story. So they kind of did the built-in aspect, like similar with the Scavenger. The Scavenger is so big because it actually holds the fist within them. You know, so that was kind of, again, kind of cool. I don't like the idea of saying, oh, it's an exception because it's included inside of there. I don't care. You know, like it's a cool idea, but if it compromises the way the figure looks,
we've gotten several comments with the MMC one saying don't judge it too harshly because it's an all built-in combiner, and I'm like, that's their choice,
right? So
no, I'm gonna if it's trying to be in the same league as X-Transbots, which that one is, I'm gonna judge it just like I would X-Transbots. Just like X-Transbots, I will take off a few points because all it does is slap on pieces to a frame.
Yeah,
you know, I'll do both things. You know.
Yeah. So I do think that this is the strongest mode for it. I can see everybody who because you know we see two holes, and if one of these holes show, if both of these holes show, I see
4 holes.
Or well, I figure those 2 on the left are definitely going to get covered up by the shield, but the other ones look like they're higher.
Well, the one right underneath his neck is the one I would be worried about.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. And
I don't know, but is next to his head an empty hole too?
Oh, that's where the head pops out from.
So is it just a hole and is it empty there? Or is there a little flap that will cover? I don't know. You know, because if that's just a hole, that's not going to look finished.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't think. And I watched the video once, and like I said, I was half asleep. The head pops out from there, unfolds from under there, and so I don't remember a flap coming down to cover it back up. But what I can say is, I can see everybody who might not have liked the comments we made about the Hasbro Devastator, and I'm gonna call out one person in particular. Shout out to Scythe. I can see him sitting on the couch or wherever with his popcorn, ready to be like, okay, y'all better bring that same energy. Bring the same energy, you know.
Trust, it's gonna be worse.
Yeah,
it's gonna be worse.
He's like, oh yeah, he's like, you know, don't tell me. I can see him, you know.
Let's see some of these holes, Fanstoys. Let's have some fun.
Don't do that to me. Don't make me put my glasses on.
That might be an episode in its own. We're going to keep going because we are going kind of long tonight.
Yes.
And next up, we have APC Toys Gale from Golden Zen. This figure looks great. It looks exactly like what you would want it to. The original figure was great, and they just improved on it. So
they made a lot of improvements. There's actually a transformation video on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it prior to recording. Watch it. They did a lot to improve.
Do you know what the original figure transforms like?
From what he was pointing out, he was talking about like stuff that was there.
Okay. So he actually pointed it out.
Yeah. Okay. And so that's why I was like, oh, okay. He's like, it does this, it does that. There was the ugly part here. This covers this. So yeah, there was a lot of parts in there that I was like, oh, okay. They've improved it a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cheap too. Maybe I'll pick it up. We'll see.
You should.
I already got something else. No, you know what it is. Next up, we have Galaxy Toys Mini Seekers. These look better than McToys. They have paint on the wings. Half of McToys don't, or at least the new ones that have been coming out don't. The old ones were fully painted, but these look really good. You know, if McToys stopped here, maybe with a red wing, throw a red wing in there. You know, cool. The problem is they kept going, and they have 5 blue ones and 4 purple ones, and so on and so forth. But these look good.
You know what? I'm as somebody who, and you can get on me, who has all of their Seekers up to now. Where they lost it, and where I think for me to start raising an eyebrow is when you started charging more and giving less.
Way less.
When you didn't have the stands, when you didn't have the blast effects, when you didn't have the multiple heads, and then figures were breaking in the boxes and stuff like that. That's where you you lost me. I'm also somebody who, if I get something that doesn't work, you are going to hear from me, because like I said, and they've been good about correcting it. I mean, when we were in Chicago, mine broke in Chicago, so we went to review it and they exchanged it out for me. So they've been good about it, but that's a big issue that we see that Galaxy Toys isn't doing. They look like everything, it looks finished.
Well, we don't know if these break.
We don't. I was talking like the paint, the color. It comes.
Oh, the color. Okay.
With blast effects, I believe.
They do, yeah, and the stand. And for the price, it's $30 for 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, now there's much smaller. I understand that, but the price to what you get is appropriate. Make Toys, the only way you're gonna get the price to what you get is on Show Z.
I'll be coming back to Show Z.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into recently released. First, really quick, if you want Earthrise Trailbreaker, you could get them on sale for 17% off, which is more expensive than when he came out.
Yeah. I haven't done it in a while. I have some stuff to sell, so hopefully I remember to bring it out, because I have some old...
Make a list, please.
Siege stuff. Okay, I'll try to do that. Yeah.
Purple Saber Team. We already talked about this coming out, but I thought it was kind of cool compared to the other boxes.
Yeah, I like the boxes. I'll be getting this eventually.
Yeah, me too. More than likely. Magic Square come out with Legends Shattered Glass. I thought this already came out, but I guess they're doing another one, or maybe they didn't. There's so many different Legends Primes with Shattered Glass colors. This is the worst Shattered Glass Prime. Why is the windows from the front yellow and the sides orange? I don't like the teal, or maybe they're green in the front. Whatever the case may be, they don't match. I don't like the teal. We already talked about that with their large version. The legs aren't like that dark, deep blue. They're gray. It's fine. It's already shipping from their site, but it wouldn't be the worst if the windows matched.
You threw me when you said the windows. I didn't realize that. That's ugly.
That's bad, right?
Yeah. And who? Again, I have no idea about this character. I just thought it was a.
They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be.
Okay, I was like, hey, don't get on me. It's like that in the comics. I don't know.
Hey, maybe in one panel of the comics it is like that. So yeah. Maybe, right. But
I don't like that.
I still don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Pass for me.
Yeah. Next up, we haven't talked about this. We talked about all the figures releasing, but we haven't talked about the New Age Autobot Spike. Here he is. Go pick it up. Well, all of them up if you want to go ahead and build a figure. It looks fine.
I think it looks really good, actually. For a character I don't like, I think it looks pretty good. It looks quality. A quality.
It figure. Does. It definitely does. I can say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Lastly, Sam G Entertainment has Metal Cardbot W Blayan. I guess he combines with another one. What I found was really cool about this is he's a fire truck, but then his alt mode has his bot mode has flames on it. I thought that was kind of interesting and unique. I didn't like how the sides of the truck were just hip skirts. Kind of like the Bat ambulance, the Batulence. Yeah, I think this looks cool though. Still, if these were reasonably priced at Target, I would pick these up, and I'm not even joking. I think these would be good enough to pick up.
Since I'm going to BotCon by myself this time with my extra suitcase, I don't have to worry about my lady hijacking my extra suitcase. These are something that could get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Not that I particularly like this one or don't like this one, but when I saw them on the table, I was just like, wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So,
and then you weren't able to talk to the people because they were never there. So
yeah,
get your booth this year.
Yes.
So yeah, let us know if you have any of these and if you like them or not. And that is everything. If you watched it this far on the song episode, we really appreciate it. We hope to see you on the halls, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, very excited. You can see my mess behind me that I got to get straightened up. It's been crazy. So till all debates are won, we'll see you in 12 hours.
Something about that, yeah.
Yeah. So later, we'll talk to y'all next time. Till all debates are won. Holler.